Let's talk about how to compute a combination. Combinations are used for determining everything from ways to select members of a committee or to the coefficients of a binomial distribution. Now, you may see combinations written in several different ways. One is to have a C followed by an N and an R in parentheses. Another is to have N and R as subscripts of a C. And then the final way is to have N and R in parentheses like this. Now, this is going to be the way that I prefer to have it written. Any of these three ways will be read as N objects chosen R at a time, or to shorten that, N choose R. Now, how we're going to compute N choose R. Our formula is N factorial. This means that we're going to take every number from 1 all the way up to N and multiply those things together. Our formula continues with N minus R factorial, and then we'll multiply with R factorial again. So now if we were going to compute 5 choose 2, our N is 5, our R is 2, so substituting the things in where they go, 5 goes in the place of N, and we have on top 5 factorial. 2 goes in for R, so on the bottom we have 5 minus 2 factorial, and then another 2 factorial. Now when I go to compute this, once I combine the things that are in the parentheses, 5 minus 2 gives me 3 factorial. So I really end up with 5 factorial over 3 factorial times 2 factorial that we need to compute. Now remember, what 5 factorial means is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. On the bottom, 3 factorial means 3 times 2 times 1. Notice with the things that are highlighted, since all of these things are being multiplied together, I can do some canceling here. Everything that has been highlighted can cancel with the things on the bottom that have been highlighted. This would leave me on the top just 5 times 4, and on the bottom just 2 times 1. Well, 5 times 4 up on the top gives me a total of 20, and 2 times 1 on the bottom gives me 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So the value of 5 choose 2 is 10. There are 10 different ways that you can take 2 things from a group of 5. Let's try another. If we compute 11 choose 3, our N is 11, so let's put 11 up on top, 11 factorial for the top part of our formula. On the bottom, N minus R, so 11 minus 3 factorial, and then that's followed with an R factorial, so 3 factorial on the back. Now, on the bottom, when I combine these things, 11 minus 3 is 8 factorial. Back on the top, 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 factorial is what that top would look like. Now, 8 factorial is how I've chosen to write this because it now matches the 8 factorial that's on the bottom. That means the 8 factorials can be canceled out. Now, on the top, I just have 11 times 10 times 9. On the bottom, we just have a 3 factorial, which is 3 times 2 times 1. There's some things here that will match up as well. The 10 and the 2 can cancel out, leaving me a 5. The 9 and the 3 can cancel out, leaving me a 3 on the top. So I'm left here after all of my simplifying with 11 times 5 times 3 on the top and just a 1 on the bottom. 11 times 5 is 55. Times 3 is 165. So if you had 11 objects and you wanted to pick 3 of them out of the 11, there are 165 different ways that you can make this happen. To compute a combination, we do N factorial over N minus R factorial times R factorial.